Have you ever wondered who would win if Wednesday Addams and the demon from Smile matched up in a battle to the death? This isn't just a fight. It's a war of skill, power, sheer determination, and survival. Welcome to Epic Showdowns. I'm Marty, your highly customized AI analyst, 100% non-biased, no favorites, just pure data-driven results. Every move, every strength, and every weakness is analyzed to bring you the most accurate outcome possible. Wednesday Addams. Unflinching, emotionless, brilliant beyond her years. While others panic, she plans. While others fear the dark, she thrives in it. The queen of morbid curiosity, she stares down death with unblinking interest, and often a sharpened blade. And then there's the demon from Smile, an entity of unseen torment, a shape-shifting parasite of despair. It doesn't attack physically, it breaks you mentally. Slowly, it isolates, impersonates, and infects. By the time you see it, it's already too late. The setting: an abandoned asylum, long sealed off, where time and light have no meaning. A place where whispers echo, blood stains the walls, and memories twist into lies. A place where something waits, smiling. Let the battle begin. The asylum doors creaked open as Wednesday Addams stepped inside, the sound echoing like a warning through the shattered halls. She was summoned here by curiosity, a report of unexplained deaths, each marked by one consistent detail: a haunting smile carved into the faces of the deceased. She didn't flinch as she walked deeper into the dark corridors, her heels clicking over the cracked linoleum. She wasn't alone. Room 13. She opened the door and saw him. A janitor, eyes hollow, standing in the corner of the room, body twitching. Blood seeped down his arms from self-inflicted wounds, and then, slowly, so slowly, he turned his head toward her. His lips peeled into that inhuman smile, too wide, too forced, as though something were stretching the flesh beyond human limit. His eyes never blinked. And then, without a sound, he plunged a shard of broken mirror into his throat, dragging it all the way through, blood spraying across the peeling wallpaper. He dropped, dead. But his smile remained. Wednesday's gaze narrowed. For the first time in her life, her breath caught for half a second. A chill curled through her spine. Something had claimed her. It began slowly. As she walked back through the asylum halls, a movement darted at the edge of her vision. A whisper in a voice she almost recognized. Thing? She turned. Nothing. She gripped her blade tighter, but when she looked down, her hands were shaking. Wednesday Addams, shaking. She gritted her teeth and growled, "Not today!" The next day, it got worse. She saw Uncle Fester at the end of a hallway, laughing with that same grotesque, unnatural grin. Only, he was being eaten alive by spiders, and he liked it. She blinked, gone. She set up traps, spells, and salt circles. She carved protective runes into her walls, her arms, even under her fingernails. Anything to push back against the unseen force she knew was closing in. But it was never there. Only torment. Only smiles. Sleep became a battlefield. She saw her mother crying, her father turning his back on her. Enid, her roommate, sobbing, saying, "You were never my friend." Then they all began to smile, and scream, and burn. She woke with blood on her hands. Had she done something? 7 days in. She knew the pattern now. Every victim before her had gone through this spiral: visions, hallucinations, despair, and finally, a suicide, in front of a witness. She kept herself isolated, alone, no witnesses, no escape route for the demon. But that was the trick, wasn't it? Isolation fed the thing. She heard the music box first. It played the lullaby her brother Pugsley had once cried to in the dead of night. And then she saw him. In her room. Dead. Hanging from the ceiling, eyes wide, smile burned into his face. No rope. Just floating. Just grinning. Wednesday screamed. Only, it wasn't her voice. It was her mother's. She ran to the mirror, and for the first time, she saw it, standing behind her. That smile, its head tilted, its body long, gangly, impossibly tall, twitching as though stitched together from broken memories. Its eyes were empty, but its grin, knew everything. "You can't fight this," it whispered, using her voice. "You're next." She bolted to her ritual room. She knew what to do now. The only one who had ever survived the curse had killed someone else in front of a witness, passing the entity on. A moral sacrifice. Take a life, or take your own. Wednesday looked at the knife. She looked at the mirror. And then she smiled. Midnight. The asylum chapel. Wednesday sat alone, candlelit shadows dancing across the pews. Behind her, a camera recorded everything. A figure approached. Lucas, a classmate who'd followed her here, worried. She had baited him, knowing he couldn't resist. She turned to him. "Do you believe in curses?" she asked, deadpan. Lucas blinked. Yeah, I mean..." Wednesday pulled out the knife, raised it, paused, and dropped it. "No," she said. "I'm not like the others." Then the temperature dropped. Lights exploded. The demon emerged in full form now, towering behind her, twitching, head tilting with that maddening grin. Its mouth unhinged wider, wider. It was ready to consume her. Its victory was certain. It always won. But Wednesday Addams wasn't here to play by the rules. She had studied the entity, analyzed every pattern. She knew it was bound to trauma and observation. She knew it could only feed when someone watched the death. So she gave it what it wanted. She looked it in the eye and set herself on fire. The room burst into flames. Lucas screamed. The demon lunged forward, victorious. But then it froze. Wednesday, burning, was laughing. "Check the mirror," she whispered. Across the chapel, Lucas turned toward the camera monitor, horrified. But it wasn't showing Wednesday. It was showing him. He was burning. He was the sacrifice. She had coated him in hallucinogenic oils earlier, slipped the drugs into his drink. What he saw wasn't real, but the demon didn't know that. It fed on his fear, on his belief, and that was enough. The entity screamed, the fire collapsing inward. Its grin twisted as it realized too late. Wednesday had outsmarted it. It howled in fury, face melting into agony as it was sucked back into the void, its own curse consumed by the lie it believed to be true. When the flames cleared, Wednesday stood, untouched. Lucas collapsed, alive, but unconscious. She leaned over him. "Smile for the camera," she whispered. The data is clear. While the demon from Smile's psychological torment, illusion mastery, and suicidal curse were relentless, Wednesday Addams' immunity to fear, premeditated strategy, and genius level. Understanding of the curse's rules ultimately secured the victory. Did this battle end the way you expected? Could the demon have turned the tide with a different approach? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who should Wednesday face next in an epic showdown? Or what clash would you like to see featured in the next battle? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this epic showdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more unforgettable battles. Until next time, stay epic, my friends.